It's crunch time here in the studios of Austin Peay. Reece, Britt, Payj, Hearn, Dylan, Walton over there to my right. Guys, first and foremost, how are we doing?
Happy Valentine's Day.
There we go. Let's go.
It's the day of love. It's the day of love. Cool day. Busy day.
Yeah.
But
I was about to say,
cool
what you got going on?
Wednesdays are my busiest day, so
Gotcha.
ain't no love being shown towards my way till my night ends. You know, probably watch a little movie night, go to sleep, call it a night pretty early. I'm tired.
Yeah, no, I heard that. What about you, Payj? What you got going on?
Oh, absolutely nothing. I got homework, and then we did like 4 shows already. Then we have to do another show, and yeah, I'm exhausted. So my Valentine's Day is gonna be my bed and probably a movie.
For real.
No, I heard that.
Some ice cream.
Yeah, well, my Valentine's Day is going to be watching Tennessee basketball play. They play at Arkansas tonight at 8 p.m., so I know it's a tough place to play. But for this show, we're not here to talk about that. Let's get right into Austin Peay sports. Let's start with the men's basketball team. Last Saturday, they took on Queens University in North Carolina. A-Sun matchup. Queens right now was ranked, I think, at the bottom of the league. We ended up getting a win, 79-76. Desi Jones led the Govs with 27 points, shooting 50% from the field in total, and he totaled 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. So he had himself a game. Isaac Haney added 21 points, and Say Witt also had 18. So we got 3 double-digit scorers out of the Govs, and those 3 guys, especially with our best player in a lot of people's opinions, DeMarcus Sharp being out, we got 3 players that stepped up in a big role.
Yeah, but I mean, we played good. Yeah, we played good. But like you said, worst team, one of the worst teams in the conference, and we barely won by 3.
I mean, a win is a win.
That's what I say.
Like, take the win.
A win is a win.
That's what I say.
But I guess I be wanting to hold us to a higher standard because I see the potential that we have, but sometimes it's not there. It's not giving what it's like the people say nowadays. It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
But I feel like since Sharp is gone, like other people have to step up.
Yeah.
And so I feel like once Sharp comes back, then maybe those guys who had the 3 double-digit points will keep going.
And what's interesting is a lot of people have brought this to my attention, just the people that listen to the show and just folks around the athletic department. They've been saying, look, we've played well without DeMarcus Sharp in the lineup. And so that might be a telling sign of, hey, DeMarcus Sharp, when he's in the lineup, he's taking shots away from other playmakers that when he's out of the lineup, these guys can go off. I mean, Say Witt, 18 points. Isaac Haney, a guy that just got eligible come the new
Couple
year.
weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying, come the new year, and he just dropped 21 points. He's a player. So DeMarcus Sharp.
Is he hurt?
I think he is. I don't want to speculate on anything going on, but I would say he's hurt, and he's been hurt for a little bit. I think this now marks 2 weeks, so we'll see if he plays tomorrow night. But that would, obviously, if everybody can get their shots up and you add DeMarcus Sharp back into the lineup.
Just share the ball more.
That's easier said than done. That's easier said than done,
He does take a lot of, from the 5-6 games I've watched, he takes a lot of tough step backs. Well, I don't want to give any opponents any film review, but I'm going to just keep it 100. Step back if he's going to the right side, he's going to pound dribble, step back. He's either going to get stopped, pass out, or he's going to take a tough mid-range jumper, almost like DeRozan. And so I know if I noticed that off 6 games.
Yeah. What's insane is that the fact that that says that Sharp does that a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. If and I know you played basketball throughout high school, probably all your life, and you notice things that other people don't notice. But if somebody that is that's just watching the game, for pure enjoyment is noticing that, for a fact those opponents are knowing that because they've got guys doing film study and whatnot.
Literally calling his next play before Sharp even makes the play.
No, you can, because once he gets in the rhythm, he's going to make those shots. That's his bread and butter. I'm not going to lie. Like, that step back is green cash money. Like, it's a $20 bill at the ATM coming out. So I don't blame him for keep forcing it and keep shooting it. But like you said, taking those shots away from Watt's been hooping the last couple
Say
weeks.
Witt's been hooping.
I'm sorry,
he had 20. Last time they played Central Arkansas, who's coming up this week, he had 27 points. And so, he can play. But, we'll see. So, the Govs in total shot 40% from beyond the arc and 55% from the field. And the trend we keep seeing with the Govs is, look, if the shots are falling, they're not losing.
Yeah.
You put Eastern Kentucky in front of them. You put you put Lipscomb in front of them, who are 1-2 in the ASUN. Like, if they're making shots, Austin Peay, we're probably not losing those basketball games ultimately.
And
so
then who we go to double overtime with? Was that
North
Florida?
Florida, yeah.
We made a lot of shots.
Didn't play defense, but we made a lot of shots.
I think that's the common theme here. No defense, a lot of shots. If we miss shots.
But if the shots aren't falling, then what do you do? Like, what's your next play?
That's the thing is
Make
I think
a
we
shot.
don't know. Yeah, honestly,
Make a
but
free
like
throw.
I think that's where we struggle so mightily is that like when we don't make shots, we end up losing the basketball game.
Yeah.
And so we're I think there was a stat out there that said, Austin Peay's 10-1 at home, but when they go on the road, they've only won 2 games this whole season.
Oof.
So it's one of those
That's not
things.
pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Hideous,
So-
matter of fact. That's hideous.
And I think we're 50% on the road, so it's like a 1-1 split. But still, I mean, the toughest thing to do in college basketball, I told you this, is to win on the road.
No matter where.
No matter where, no matter what level. I mean, you see it.
NAIA, D2,
Yeah.
D3, JUCO.
Yep, exactly. Because you're just not comfortable with the gym you're in. The
Hotel.
travel to get there, the hotel,
Rims.
we
I
all
mean,
know.
bro, that's a real thing. I don't know about how the golf fields go. Maybe when you're not on your own field or own course.
Plays something.
Yeah.
Plays into it. Yeah.
Yeah, like rims, bro. There's a such thing as bad rims in basketball, bro. And when
But
you're
some
not,
people play better on the road than they do at home.
some people do, and those are some real warriors. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because me personally, I don't like playing on the road until the game gets going. I don't like warming up on the road. I don't like stretching on the road.
Interesting.
I don't like doing none of that. But once the game gets going, and I guess people heckle me, because I'm a talker, bro. I don't know if y'all know that by now, but
Oh no, we know.
We
We
know.
know.
I'm gonna talk
Everybody
trash,
knows.
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna talk trash, bro. So I guess that get me going. But I hate the road activity. I hate all of that.
Interesting. No, that's good. But the good news for the Governors is they take on Central Arkansas. I actually thought that they played them at home this week, but they actually do go on the road. That'll be at 7:30 tomorrow night. The last time these two teams met was in Clarksville. That's kind of where I think I got that mixed up. The Governors last time they played, they got the best of the Bears, 94-71. And I know you were at that game too.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think so,
there,
yeah.
and we played probably the best 40 minutes of basketball we've played all year.
Yeah.
From a defensive perspective, only giving up 71 points, and then on the offensive end, scoring 94 points, that's going to win you a lot of ball games.
We can do that though.
Yeah.
When the shots are falling.
Ultimately, yeah.
But it's not like our defense is not bad. It's not like we can't play defense. We're just too small, like on every 1 through 5. Like, we're just too small. The effort's there. That's all you can ask for in defense, effort.
Yeah.
If the shot go in, the shot go in. But
So what you're saying is that every lineup the coach puts in is small?
yeah, I don't think there's
Well,
no one on the team over like
yeah.
6'9", 6'10".
The guy that we signed come the new year from your area,
Yeah, from Memphis, yeah.
He's like 6'10".
Yeah.
But
he's a forward. He's not a
yeah,
true
exactly.
big. He's not
yeah,
too big.
and we do have that. I forget his name. I should be better than that. But the guy from your area, the Memphis guy. I think he went to Lausanne, maybe. I could be wrong. Memphis East. He went to Memphis East.
Not Daniels.
No, that's
I seen it on Twitter
He-
a couple
yeah.
weeks ago.
It's
And
kinda
he's got-
sad that I don't know that too.
Well,
yeah.
Of East Memphis player.
Oh yeah, Memphis East. Yeah, he played actually with James Wiseman on that same team that went
one
to
of my
the state.
former teammates was the point guard.
Really?
Yeah, I was a former. Yeah,
That's actually pretty cool.
I
but-
worked out with them.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
You
bro.
work out with
James
James Wiseman?
Yes,
Let's go.
that's what I'm saying,
Wow.
bro.
He's a player.
He don't remember me, but I remember him.
No, he remembers you.
no, he don't.
He do.
no, he don't.
No,
Be like, hey,
but
that's Dylan.
No.
There you go,
I
there you
wish
go.
he knew me.
But getting back to what we were saying was, he's 7'4", doesn't move quite as well, especially for the Division I level as we'd like. But he at least he provides some size under
Yeah.
there. But he's not going to start. So it's one of those things that we do roll out a lot of small ball lineups and we try and beat him with speed, which has worked. But obviously,
So, like, is he one of the players? I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good.
But, so, like, is he one of the players that sits in the pocket or what?
Like, what? Like, are you saying, like, does he come off the bench, like, for a lot of minutes, or?
No, I'm saying, like, when he's in the game, like, does he just sits in
In
the
the paint,
pocket?
yeah.
Oh, in the
and,
paint,
like,
yeah.
take rebounds and stuff, or?
I mean, kind of. I don't really know what he does, to be
Yeah,
completely honest.
I mean, he's 6'10", so you have no choice. But that's not his area. Like, It's almost like Kevin Durant, almost. Like
Okay.
KD can.
Yeah, you talking about Daniels or the 7'4" guy from East Memphis? Which one you
Oh,
talking
he's
about?
7'4"?
Not the Daniels kid,
Yeah,
but
no,
the
but
other
yeah,
kid. Yeah.
he's
He's big
7'4"?
and tall. Yeah, he's the guy that towers over people. Yeah, but still, it's like it doesn't matter if you're that tall if you're not going to be able to defend the paint very well and
Yeah, it's pointing. And slow foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Especially if you don't really move that well either.
right.
They're going to pick on that in the pick and roll. Like,
Oh.
Come, I'm doing that every play if I'm the other guy. I'm like, bring him up here.
Yeah, and they have. Other teams have, brought him out on the perimeter, got him in a pick and roll situation, and that post that sets the screen backdoors or slips the screen, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to watch the rotation of how Coach Gibson moves those players tomorrow night. But I want to bring up two things before we move on. Obviously, going on the road, one, Central Arkansas is a good ball club, first and foremost. I want to say that, and it's tough to beat a good team twice, especially when the second time you play them is on the road at their home venue.
And you blew them out the first time.
I was just about to say that.
And then, two, it's tough to win a game on the road in college basketball, regardless of any level. I know we talked about that, but that holds true. You see all these great teams that are ranked in the top 10 in the Power 5 levels. They go on the road, they get beat. So it'll be interesting. But that game is tomorrow night at Central Arkansas. It'll be on ESPN Plus, so tune in 7:30 Central Time to see that game. But let's move on to women's basketball a little bit. The women's team was back in action last Saturday, same as the men. They beat Jacksonville 75-69 to get them back on the winning track. I don't know how to say this name. It's Criteria Haywood. Do you know? Have you watched many other games?
You better with names than I am.
That's what I'm saying.
It sounded like you said it right.
Close enough.
Criteria Haywood led the Govs with 15 points on 4 of 5 shooting and 1 of 2 from the arc. 5 Lady Govs scored in double digits, with one of them being off the bench. That is huge for this Govs team because we talked about it before. If you can get, we've only had really 2 or 3 players in double digits, and when you're not giving up a lot of points, you're still probably getting beat ultimately. And that's where I think this Lady Govs team has to get to, is have 4, 5 people with one of those players coming off the bench that scores in double digits, so you can ultimately win basketball games.
Yeah, because if you have more than 2, like you said, more than 2 athletes scoring in double digits, then you can definitely win, especially someone coming off the bench to help out.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, a little note here, the Lady Govs have not given up more than 70 points to a team since when? Do we have any guesses? When was the last time the Lady Govs have given up 70 points in a basketball game?
I'd probably say one of the first 5 games of the season.
Okay. What about you?
Maybe like the first 2.
Okay. So January 11th, and it was to Central Arkansas.
Oh, that was a month ago.
They gave up 71 points.
Oh, that don't count.
Well, yeah, 70 points.
How does it not count?
I mean, it's
1 over 70.
Yeah.
But still, that goes in.
Parlay, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, but it goes into what we're talking about is that if the Lady Govs can just score the basketball at a good pace, they're going to be a good basketball team ultimately. Yeah. But
they just got to work on that consistency of doing that.
Exactly. I mean, they gave up 52 points in a loss to, I think it was North Florida, I believe, on the road. They gave up like 62 to Lipscomb, which was at home. Which
Kentucky they gave up 52, Arkansas 55. That whole little losing streak we had, the defense was there. The women's defense is legit.
Yeah, it's good.
But
it's just the scoring.
Yeah, they can't score. Or my supervisor, she watches a lot of the women's games, and she went one of the last few home games, and she was just like, I like watching our women's, but they foul way too much.
Way too much,
And she was like the first 5 to 7 minutes in the first period, first quarter, because women play 4 quarters.
Yeah, they do play 4 quarters. What is it, 4 12-minute or 8-minute?
I think is it 4 10s?
Oh.
I thought it was 8. It's not 8.
Actually, 10 would make sense because if the guys play 2 20 minutes, so yeah, it'd be 4 10s. Yeah, math, of course.
Math be mathing.
Math be mathing. Yeah,
but yeah, she was like, they foul just entirely too much, and That's be their problem, fouling and making shots. But that's something you can fix.
So this is a question I wanted to pose to both of you, and I've got it. I don't think I wrote it down here in the rundown, but I want to say, look, the defense is phenomenal. The defense is not the problem, but on offense, what would you guys do if you're the coach to get some offense generated, like screen and roll, or do something like get the ball low to some playmakers down low? Like what would that be? I don't know. Dylan can talk on it. Payj, you can talk on it too.
I'm not gonna nerd out. I'm gonna let Payj go first,
Okay.
and then I'll nerd out.
Well, I would say like feed in the post more.
Yes,
I would say.
I agree.
I would definitely say do that more. Like do things that you wouldn't think the head coach of the opposing team that you'll pull out.
Yeah.
I think that's what you should do to change it up more.
Yeah, I mean, and going off of what you said, feeding it down low, you've got two post players that are really good. Gabby's a pot of smalls; she's a phenomenal player down low. You've also got, I love how the name is just slipping me right now. Shamari Hale, she's a playmaker down low. I don't know. Do you have stats pulled up right there?
No, I was just looking at 3-point percentage, right?
Yeah.
And free throw percentage, because I'm a nerd out here. I'm a nerd out, right? So what Golden State loves to do is, anybody watch Golden State, they love split action in the post, 2 guards at the top, shooter, and you got another guard who can penetrate, and you got the floor going. I think that will benefit the women a whole lot more because we have a good guard. I can't remember her name.
I know, it's slipping me too. Is it Anaya?
Yes, Anaya. Is it
Anaya.
Nelson or something like that?
Anaya Nielsen.
Nielsen, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a really good ball handler. So she would be the one driving to the paint, and you can put a shooter. She shoots 40%. Haywood, she shoots 40%.
Yeah.
So that's your split action at the top of the key, right? And you have Hale in the post, so you can have Nielsen coming down. Now you have the defense looking at her. She has somebody weak corner. She has Hale right there in her. Dump it off. And then if Hale makes the right read, you got Haywood right there on the 3 ball. You run that 4 or 5 times, now you got the defense picking and choosing. And this is for any sport that you have to play offense and defense. When the defense is on their toes and they have to read and react, when you make defense read and react, 9 times out of 10 is going to work in the offensive favor.
Absolutely.
I mean, you should go be assistant coach.
I be trying to, bro. They don't want to hire me. I really do be trying, bro.
That's crazy that they won't. That they don't.
Nah, like I be trying, bro. Like I didn't email the women's coaching some more. Somebody put a word in, like for real. Like I'm
listen,
trying.
man. I know I'm in athletics, but I have no pull with the women's basketball team.
I'm trying to find something, bro.
Yeah. Well, why? I know that they can. They've got guys that will scrimmage the girls in practice. But you don't really.
Bro, let me tell you, I'm a point guard. I'm a combo guard, but I'm a point guard, bro. Like.
So you're saying you're a true point guard.
You're a true point.
Bro, if I was in D1 basketball, bro, for a men's team, I can see myself averaging 7 and 7 and 5 and a steal in the block.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. We need you on the Vols, man. We need you at Tennessee.
Commit will have 40 every night with me, bro.
Yeah.
He'll have 40
well,
every
Dylan,
night.
he has 40 any night.
Yeah, okay, 50. Okay, my bad. 50. He'll have 50.
Yeah, no, that's my Tennessee fandom kind of spurting out there.
I love Commit.
Oh, I know,
That's
man.
my boy, man.
I know.
That's my boy.
I love them too. But the girls they'll actually get a little bit of a break. They don't have a midweek this week, but they'll be back in action Saturday at Lipscomb. They lost to Lipscomb when they came up here and played. So this is kind of a get right, get back game for them. Game time is set for 2 p.m. The Lady Bison got the W the last time. Obviously, they came into F&M Bank 61-51. So there's another game right there where you hold them under 70. You hold them 9 points under 70 points, but you only score 51 on the other side. So the Lady Govs will look to get a really big win in the conference, because I know the Lady Bison are pretty solid in that conference. So, but let's move on. I want to give a shout out really quick, and we can talk about this too. The softball team.
Yeah.
They got their season started last weekend. They went down to, obviously if somebody watches this is on softball team, correct me, but I think they went down to Alabama State, and they played a bunch of teams that came in for like a mini tournament round robin type thing. The Sunday game got rained out, but they won all 3 games that they actually played and teed it up in. So congratulations to them. I know they played Alabama State. They beat them. They played Purdue, Fort Wayne, and they beat them. And then I don't know the third game they played, but shout out to them. They're working really hard, and there's some big expectations for both the softball and the baseball team that
they
we'll
were
get to
both
later.
decent last year.
Yeah, they're both decent, but I think the softball team was preseason ranked like 4 maybe in the ASUN. I could be wrong on that, but they've got some high expectations in second-year head coach. So, and they've got some really good players. But on the other end, the base Govs get their season started with a weekend 3-game series with Western Illinois. Friday at 2 is the first game.
This
first
Friday.
pitch. This Friday,
Yep.
yeah. So that'll be at home.
I'm going.
You're going?
I'll be there. Yep.
You're
I
gonna
love
pay
that.
$12 for a hot dog at the baseball
They
game?
$12?
Bro, they charge insane.
No way they're $12. You
yeah,
serious?
it's like it'd be like $9 for a water
$12
bottle, and then
for a
like
Frank?
$12
Yo.
for a freaking hot dog. And I'm just like, bro, no, I'm not.
No. Britt, yeah, if you guys are going to the game, I don't want to promote.
Bring your own food.
Bring your own hot dog. Bring your own
Bring
Frank.
your own
Yeah,
food.
I don't want to promote that, but you know, maybe slip some peanuts or like gummies.
It's
you know,
tax
whatever.
time, so
That's true.
Hey.
That's true.
10 francs on me. You know what I'm saying?
Write that off on your taxes.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
LLC, man.
I heard that. But shout out Lyle Miller Green, outfielder
My
slash
boy.
pitcher. Yeah, there you go. He was selected preseason ASUN
Son.
Player of the Year. And then outfielder Clayton Gray was also selected to the preseason All ASUN first team. So we've got 2 Govs there that are gonna be real difference makers for the baseball team.
I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah.
I went to about 7, 8 baseball and probably about 4 or 5 softball. So.
Yeah. Dude, I love baseball. I mean, I actually went out to 2 of their scrimmages earlier. I guess this was last week, and then I actually went yesterday and checked them out and saw what they were doing. And I know Lyle Miller Green, he was on the bump. Yeah, he was on the bump for a few innings, and then they got I want to say Luke Rowland was in there, which is a transfer.
Yeah.
This whole team is a lot of transfer guys that from bigger programs that, you know, if they come in and they do what they were recruited in the first place to do.
We up there.
Yeah, we're gonna be really good. So I'm excited for this season. But I want to touch on this too. The out of conference teams that the Govs will play. Catch this. Mississippi State. They play Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. They go. They play Gonzaga Tuesday, February 26th. They play Auburn March 8th through the 10th in a weekend series. They play Ole Miss March 26th. And they play Middle Tennessee State April 16th, and I think they play them later or maybe earlier in the year. I only got one of those dates, but we're going to have an opportunity to play some of the best of the best.
Three of those teams will be in the College World Series.
The
tournament playoffs.
Honestly, looking at it now,
like
Yeah.
you said.
I think 4 of them. I think everybody glazes over Gonzaga, but Gonzaga's a really good ball club.
I didn't pay attention to
Yeah.
the baseball team.
They're a really good ball club. I know they're more known for their basketball,
Yeah.
obviously.
That's
but
the same thing as Wake Forest. Wake Forest has a pretty
No,
good
yeah,
baseball
they do.
team
They
too
do.
now.
They actually took, I say take with the whole NIL situation. They actually got a Tennessee pitcher that is projected in the top 15 picks, Chase Burns.
I just seen that on Bleacher Report this morning.
Yeah. So he's going to be probably their maybe Saturday or Sunday starter. Usually, how baseball rotations work is Friday's a guy, and then Saturday is your ace, and then Sunday is like your next best pitcher for whatever that is. So he'll either be the Saturday or Sunday starter for Wake Forest. So they're preseason ranked number 1. So he, I guess. Congratulations to him. I don't really know.
But hold on, I know you running this, but you got to give you and your boys a shout out.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna get.
Oh,
to it.
okay,
I was
okay,
gonna
okay,
get
okay.
to it.
I didn't know if you forgot.
I didn't want to get too ahead of the ball game. Here.
Celebrate, man.
But first, I do want to touch on this right here. Is what do you think the expectations are for both softball and baseball? I know softball preseason 4th in the ASUN. I think the base Govs were about the same, maybe 5 or 6, but they're middle of the pack.
I was just gonna say both. I think both were in the middle of the pack. So
Yeah.
I mean, when you 500, let's shoot for 625.
625.
A 625
Okay.
win percentage.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all I'm asking for.
625.
Yeah. If you 500,
They
Am I
were-
asking for too much?
They were 500 last year.
Yeah.
So they were about 20. I think they were about 27 and 26.
Yeah.
Something like
you're
that.
not really asking for much with what we have, and so I don't think you're really asking for too much. 625. That doesn't.
But you said we do got a bunch of transfers, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but with transfers come experience though, from big schools like what you just said.
Yeah, I think too it works both ways. It works in the way that transfers will come in because they haven't played at that level, like let's say a Tennessee or a Vanderbilt or an Ole Miss, and then they want to play and they come down to our level and they're automatic starters because they got there in the first place, if that makes any sense.
No, that's right.
So I think that's where we're a team loaded with those type of guys that have a lot of potential, but we just don't really know what they have to offer yet. So I mean, I think if you can have a winning percentage of if you go 700, and
I can live with that.
Yeah. No, I like that. But really quick before we move on, I want to do a social media reader. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at APSU Crunchtime. That's Twitter and Instagram at APSU Crunchtime. So definitely look us up there. We try and post, once, twice a day. Especially on Twitter, we're highlighting what all the athletic teams are doing. So they're doing good work, man. I mean, Austin Peay Athletics, it's looking up. But let's so hold on. I want you to introduce what men's golf again. Come on, hype me up.
Okay. Starting.
Here we go.
Number one golfer in the state of Tennessee.
I'm definitely not.
No, honestly, I didn't get the notification, but the most important notification that came to my phone, Reece Britt texted the group chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I got really excited. I was like,
and the boys.
I wish. Hold on. I want to see if I can pull up that picture. That's one of the pictures I'm so proud of right there. Can we get that in the camera?
Yeah. Look at that.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good. So we went up to Hopkinsville Country Club on Saturday, and we played Murray State in kind of a match play. So it's the Battle of the Borders, what they call it, and it's just basically our best 7 guys versus their best 7 guys, 1 through 7. And so we, the past 2 years we had lost. And it's been heartbreaking losses. It comes down to the last hole, and somebody hits a bad shot here, and then we don't get up and down, and then they make a par and they win. So it's been heartbreaking, and with how much we've struggled over the past couple years since I've been here and since a lot of the guys have been here, it was just good to finally get a win under our belt like that against our biggest rival, against Austin Peay's biggest rival. So we took them down 7-1. So I guess 8 people played. Yeah, so 8 people played, but we won 7 out of the 8 matches. Only one person on our team lost.
How he feeling?
Well, that's the thing. Like he's if there was anybody to lose and have one of the best attitudes and one of the best demeanors about themselves, it's going to be that guy.
That's what's up.
Because he's a phenomenal player, and he just ran into a guy that got hot that day.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
That's how golf works.
Yeah.
And so, but we're just super excited. So they do still hold the overall record of 2-1 against us in the Battle of the Border, but no win in the series has been of this margin. It's usually been like 6-5, or because teams change. So we might have 11 guys one year, we might have 8 the next, and they're the same way. So it's not always going to be 10v10 or 8v8. So, but it's a match play type thing like that. But we, y'all
needed that.
We did, and I think this will. We beat UT Martin back last spring. That was a big win against a really big rival ourselves, but still no win felt this good for a program. No. So we were so pumped, man. The van ride back, we were blaring music. we were blaring some Drake and some
Gotta blast that Drizzy.
No, it was awesome. Yeah,
don't get him started with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start.
Yeah, we don't have enough time.
Yeah,
we need an
hour.
We need an hour to go for you to get talking on Drake. But I won. Let's see, what did I won? Let's see, 4-2. I think 4-2. So that means I won. I was
6 holes.
Technically yes, but I was 4 up on my guy. I was 4 up with only 2 holes left to play. So. Yeah, so there's no way he could come back and win. But a lot of the matches, man, were
literally.
I'm telling you, dude.
Brought out the broom.
I'm getting hot right now. I'm getting hot.
Let him cook, coach.
No, it's good, dude. But no, it was so fun, dude. It was one of the best feelings you could have as an athlete, is just going out there and keeping to your game plan and
Not for
just
real.
like, you know, doing the things that you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis, and you go out there and you execute our game plan that we talked about all week, and we took it to them for 18 straight golf holes. So it was really good. But that'll wrap it up here for Crunch Time. I want to thank a bunch of people. I want to thank Doc V, David Ellison, Steve Sawyer. I want to thank all the GAs for helping us out. They're the ones that make this show run. We literally just sit here and talk about sports for 30 minutes. So I want to thank all of them. I want to thank you guys for being here. And for now, that'll do it on Crunch Time.
Yep.